Hello everyone, Preston here with another video on my channel, Prolix Art. Today we are going to be working on a conceptual art piece for my D&D character that I'm currently playing, Timnothy. This is where we're starting out with the silhouettes and the basic shapes, so this is kind of a key factor when it comes to conceptualizing a character, is you're always trying to figure out what their silhouette's going to look like first and the way it's going to read throughout the different design phases. This is kind of also the way where I start looking at the different ways that it's going to be morphing into different aspects, as well as jumping into the first draft designs of this character. I spent about a couple hours doing this part for this character on stream and trying to figure out how this character is going to react or look like throughout the D&D campaign. I try to add some things that he has had throughout the different campaign on items and weapons, but I also tried to figure out what type of personality he's going to show where he's standing. Is he going to be more confident, or is he going to be slouching and a little bit more broody? So far for this character, I've been role-playing him a little bit more on the broody side and trying to figure out how his interactions with the world are going to be like. So that's kind of where I led with this new sketch and how it's going to be interacting with. And with this sketch, I kind of redo the silhouette just to make sure that the pose reads just as well as the character silhouette. Because the silhouette for either character as well as the pose can help with benefiting the storytelling of the character that is being illustrated or conceptualized. Now, with that, you can see that I'm jumping between what type of armor he's having, what type of influence I'm going to be using for him, and so on. Now, you can also see that I have very long ears for my character, similar to the Jak and Daxter series. I've actually had a few people bring up that it does look like a Jak and Daxter character. That is because I love the Jak and Daxter ear style that they have in the video games. They're not floppy and hair-like I feel the World of Warcraft character ears are like, and they're not quite short so you can barely distinguish them from a human. So it just makes sense that they would have longer ears, to me, in my perspective. And I know there's different people that would change that and react differently. This is kind of where I lead for the elf side of him. But other than that, I try to finalize the sketch here after doing a quick value composition and seeing where everything is going to line up and how all the values are going to show for this character. And where the different items or clothing materials and how well they're going to show up versus his other items and other clothing materials, because there's always going to be patterns with a character's clothing so that they can show off more of their design. Now, to give a little bit more story with this character, I did make this character a warlock sorcerer, and specifically a sorcerer that is looking for the power that wizards have of dunamancy, and trying to have the character learn and improve and get those powers as soon as possible. So I decided to have purple being the leading magical spell casting ability for him and keeping that purpley vibe for the space and time magic. And I feel like that kind of suits well with space and time, a little pinkish purple vibe. Though his items, as you can see, are slightly glowing. Recently, my character actually went into, with the rest of the party, to a fire giant city, and we were able to circumnavigate some aspects of a quest, and were able to get the items from the fire giants as boons for doing the quest in a very specific way. And that is how we got this. So my character got a flame's tongue sword and some fire armor that can help him resist fire damage. These aspects can be seen through the different ways my character is showing off the lights from it. And I wanted to give more of a blue vibe just because I feel like blue flames are a little hotter. And with my character's backstory of how much rage and revenge he's basing everything on, I think the blue flames kind of suit better with him underneath his entire skin boiling with all those emotions and getting to the point where he's blue hot flames of just rage and anger. So that's kind of the reason I chose those flames in that color. So we kept with this purple and blue color scheme for the lighting. That made things a little easier, though there were so many different aspects of his armor and weapons and magic that were glowing. So there's a little bit of story from everything. Now, the reason he's also a warlock is because he watched his family get destroyed from a shadowy figure, and the only one who he understands to have saved him is his patron. Now, that is why he's given those powers, but he was always having those innate abilities of a sorcerer. So now he's trying to find a way to gain more power and enacted revenge upon the one who not only destroyed his family, but also his village as well, where he doesn't know if anyone else survived because he was the only one left in all the wreckage. This character, Timothy, has been fun to roleplay on our weekly D&D sessions that my friends and I work on, and it's nice to have a character where I'm not the DM anymore. And that's kind of where I'm enjoying making this character as an illustration, because when I'm a DM, I always feel like if I make a specific character for the campaign, I always have to make everyone's character and all of the other side characters and all the monsters, and that can get overwhelming. I would like to do all those things. I would like to make different designs for all these monsters and villains and so forth for my campaigns and my world, but it's a lot good to go through if you're doing it on your own. And kind of gives you respect for those game developers that are out there that take a long time to make the game because they have to make everything about the game to make it work. And that's where I'm at with this illustration and this conceptual piece. Is I feel like this character shows the balance of being able to be a conceptual artist, but also knowing how much time consuming this is as a way to visualize what you have in your head. There's a lot going on with this character, and I tried to portray as much as I could possibly do with this character's outfit and how this character holds themselves. And I think that's the key of being a conceptual artist, is you're trying to show people what a character is like throughout their design, not just telling people what their character is like, but showing how their designs are like and pushing those concepts a little bit more and trying to improve pieces a little bit more here and there. And that's kind of why I might do another one soon. We'll see. So I hope you guys all enjoy this video of my conceptual process and how I improved this character over the past couple weeks and seeing how things are going for him. I am debating whether or not I'm going to work on another party member's character or maybe a future campaign idea that I have. So we'll see what goes on. But so far, this is Timnothy, and I hope you enjoy the rambling of a player about his character and the design that he spent into making this character look great. Thank you. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I hope if you guys do, please comment your favorite D&D character that you've played or a character that you've designed yourself, and like and subscribe if you would like. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!